Carshalton advancing the FA Cup 1-0 winners at Harrow Borough today. Christy Patterson with the decisive goal in the first half. I've been joined by Matchday secretary / Super Robins fan Christian. Christian, what's the vibe like on the terraces this afternoon, especially when the final whistle went?
It was a bit of relief, to be honest, because although we had a great first half...
Hold on a minute, hold on.
What?
Hold on. Come down here.
It's better, isn't it?
There we go.
Okay.
Right. So, what was the vibe on the terraces like at the final whistle?
Relief. A lot of relief, because obviously we lost Daniel Papo quite early in the second half, and we were defending most of the half, albeit like maybe one or two attacks, but it was mainly them in the second half. So to get through it with 10 men, we were happy and we were very relieved. And
I've been joined by the missing man. I haven't seen him for a while, Mr. Jordan Cheadle. Cheats, welcome back into the fray, mate. How was that for you today? You came on after the sending off, but obviously the whole 90 minutes seemed like a pretty tough game.
Yeah, felt like I was on for 90 minutes, but no, I think it was about 30. No, it was good. It was good personally to be back out on the pitch and obviously help the boys get a result over the line. Yeah, not the circumstances I'd have expected to have had to, been thrown on, but obviously happy to do it and pleased to be back out there. So the main thing is we got the result and happy days.
You threw everything and the kitchen sink at Carshalton in the second half.
Yeah, I couldn't fault them second half. The only thing you'll ever ask of your team is to have a go and give them everything they got and follow the instruction that you've given them, which they did. Unfortunately, we didn't do that enough first half. First half's cost us the game today. I thought second half we were very, very good. Even when you guys had the 11 men to begin with, I thought we started better. We did change the shape, which I think certainly helped. Then the sending off, which I personally don't think was a sending off, but some days you get them, sometimes you don't. And after that, I thought we played some good football. We bombarded the box. Another day, probably a couple of them going, but we've missed probably 5 or 6 really good chances. On the flip side, some very good defending, a couple of good saves from the keeper, and maybe a little bit of luck here and there, the odd bobble and block and things like that, which sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. Tough one to take though, because it was a real game of 2 halves today, and but they've left nothing on the pitch. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get that goal to at least force a replay.
Yeah, as I say, we made hard work of it today, didn't we? But maybe extenuating circumstances. Let me just ask you about the sending off to start with. Was it fair?
I think we'd love to see that one on the video again. From where I was, it looked a tad harsh. But I think I can understand why the ref might have given it. But hopefully the video replay will show that there was no malice in it. He kept his arm still and the guy sort of ran into his arm, if it was his arm, and kind of threw himself down. So hopefully it will get rescinded. But we'll have to have a look first to see exactly what happened.
It looked like, first of all, perhaps his red card was quite harsh. But then to be told you're coming off the bench and you've got to go and sort of plug that hole for, as you say, 30-35 minutes. What's that like?
Yeah, I think we've all experienced players, so there's no kind of excuses. I think we've had to do it enough times, and you just have to adapt quickly and get up to the speed of the game quickly. Obviously slightly different circumstances for me, because obviously I've been out for so long as well, so it was that as well. But no, it's fine. We're experienced players and we need to be able to deal with it, and we did today, so happy days.
Were you a bit concerned though that the fact that especially the last 20 minutes or so the ball just kept coming into our box? We were clearing it, but we weren't really trying to hold on to it, up towards the halfway line. Dangerous game sometimes, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. We left kind of one up front, didn't we? So, and I think it was Ricky who was left up front, and he was mainly crowded out by players and didn't get much opportunity, to be honest. But we sat back and we dug in and defended, and everything that was thrown at us into our box, and that was a lot, we cleared. We dug in. We got vital headers in. Cleaton made some absolutely fantastic saves, and I think overall we deserve to be where we are just through the sheer effort and determination that we showed throughout the game.
After the bad defeat against Hornchurch, we were looking for a positive response. What did you sort of say to the guys in training leading up to this one that seemed to have worked?
Well, we just tried to stay upbeat during the week. Worked hard as we normally do. Stay positive. We can't do nothing about what happened last week. Obviously, very disappointing result. Embarrassing, to be perfectly honest with you. What I said to the boys was exactly that. That last week was embarrassing. This week, we need to put that right. We have people following us all over the country, well, south of England, that deserve, at minimum, passion and hard work. And I think today was evidence of exactly that, passion and hard work. So immensely proud of the response from last week.
Seemed like it was a good 45 minutes on Tuesday against Beaconsfield as well, and today again another good 45. Is it just struggling to find that consistency for 90 minutes? Maybe you feel that might just be missing.
Yeah, maybe if we only played 45, we'd do all right.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, listen, I think one of the most difficult thing at this level is consistency, which is something we've just been speaking about. We've got a good, honest group of players here, but they will make mistakes. They'll have bad performances. But our consistency isn't over a set of games; it's during the game. Tuesday night, we were like Brazil first half. Second half, we were like Botswana. There's no comparison, and you think, where's that come from? That's not something we've clearly we haven't worked on that. And today was the same. I think, in fairness, I'll take a little bit of blame for the first half. We watched you guys last week, looked how you set up, we knew how you'd play, and we tried to set up the same shape, and it didn't work first half. And they tried to do it, but your guys were much better first half. And in fairness, the game could have been dead and buried at half time. You've hit the post a couple of times, keepers made a couple of great saves.
Did Ricky put any of his misses down to the pitch or the sun or anything like that? He hit the woodwork twice in the first half.
He did, yeah. He only needs to hit the crossbar and then it would have been a hat-trick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think on another day he would have had a hat-trick or more. It's not just Ricky. A couple of his chances he kind of carved out himself, to be fair to him. But, you know, that was the only thing we kind of spoke about in there, and Pete said was the only negative, is we need to, you know, be putting those chances away and putting teams to bed, because really the game should have been dead and buried at half time. And actually, you know, regardless of whether we go down to 10 men or not, actually we should have been out of sight.
First half, we could have had 4 or 5 goals, couldn't we? Ricky hit the woodwork twice, Paris hit the bar. But what is it about the FA Cup that Christie seems to like? His 2 goals have both come practically in the same minute as well in each game.
Well, I'm glad he scored. At least somebody managed to find back at the net. Okay. And again, is what we spoke about at the end, for the brilliant display with 10 men for 40 minutes, odd, I believe. First half, I believe we should have been 3-4 nil up at half time, and the game should have been dead and buried, really. And that's something which we're working on in training. I mean, we literally are working on that in training, but we just need to actually be more clinical when it comes to match days. We're creating fantastic opportunities.
Today's performance, you can take a lot of heart from that moving forward, right?
You can, but art don't move you up the table or get you into the next round. What it does show is that the boys are all together and they're having a go, which is the most important thing, because if you start losing that, you have got problems. It's not anything. You get on a good run, it happens. When you're on a bad run, whatever you seem to do, shape, personnel, it's not going your way. But we'll be all right. We get out of that. We had a good season last year, and we're trying to move on one step more. Just got to be a little bit more consistent during games. Better on the ball, a little bit braver on the ball at times, and got to put the ball in net. Because I'm not massively into stats in football. There's only 2 stats that matter, and that's the final result and goals going in either end. You keep them out your end, put your chances away, and we haven't done that in the last 2 or 3 games, and that is an area I'm not looking to make any major change at the moment, because we don't need it, and your budget doesn't allow you to do that, and I'm happy with what I've got.
As part of that defensive unit to keep a clean sheet today, though, how satisfied did you boys feel? I know obviously it was backs against the wall a little bit, but you must have felt pretty satisfied with that job.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because we had 3 on the spin before last week, and then obviously we conceded 4 last week, which we were really disappointed about, and we don't do very often. So that was something we really wanted to put right. I think the fact that it was a cup game as well, often they can throw up kind of silly scorelines. So to come take a result of 1-0 back home, you know, away in the cup is great. So yeah, really pleased.
1 minute on the pitch and you get yourself booked. Talk about back with a bang.
Yeah, go in and plug the hole, not go in and get yourself. I thought I was going to be following Paps down the tunnel after that, but yeah.
And just in regards to the striking options, a lot of people always asking about Harry Ottaway. Is there any update on him?
He's closer to being back in contention. Hopefully we should get him back in training the next week or 2. He's been doing a lot of work, trying to strengthen the area that he's got a problem with. Don't want to mention exactly what it is, but he should hopefully be back real soon. I mean, Omen Kovama as well is out injured at the moment. So with those 2, which in a week or 2's time we should get back, it should hopefully boost our firepower. But I mean, the front 3 today I thought were excellent, but for the chances that they missed, on another day they could have had 1 each at least, if not 2 each. So I mean, we've got players that should be scoring goals, and I've got massive faith in the entire squad. I mean, you saw it today, made a few changes, but every single player did their part. Not one person let us down. Arnold, Ola, Cheadle coming on, play their part. I mean, Clayton made some fantastic saves and punches in that second half. Immensely proud of the boys today, immensely.
Where are you going to be listening or watching or viewing the draw on Monday? And have you got a preference as to who we get?
Not particular preference for who we get. I'd rather get one of the teams either in our league or maybe in the step below, whoever is available. I'd rather have a home leg. The last two legs we've played obviously here and at Bracknell. So I'd rather get a home leg, and I'm not too fussed. I don't particularly want at this stage a team that's in a higher division than us. I'll take one that's currently in our league or below us.
Where are you going to be keeping an eye out for draw on Monday? Are you going to be at work? Are you going to go down to FA headquarters? What's going on?
Unfortunately, I'll be at work, so don't have that luxury. Although it's not far from here, is it? So maybe we'll hang around for the weekend.
Should we just wait for it? Yeah. Okay. All right. We're off out tonight then. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't tell Pete.
Just lastly, where are you going to be listening to the draw or viewing it or whatever they do these days?
I'll probably be coaching the under-18s at the time they made the draw. That's exactly what I was doing last time. That's exactly what I'll probably be doing this time. Me watching it or not watching it is not going to change what we get. I'll find out probably from you when you message me.
I'll keep you updated, Peter. Always working though. True Robins man.
Thank you very much, James.
Pete.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, buddy.